A large portion of my formative gaming years were passed playing the classic JRPGs of the SNES and original PlayStation. From defeating Lavos as the time-traveling Chrono, to saving Gaia with Cloud and Tifa, the great JRPGs of the 90s remain, in many ways, the pinnacle of the genre. Despite the passing of nearly 30 years since its first release, Konami's PlayStation JRPG Suikoden still holds a special place in my heart to this day. Offering up a story full of political intrigue, a huge cast of playable characters, and an isometric six-person battle system with interwoven character synergies, Suikoden was a very welcome addition to an already overflowing PlayStation JRPG catalog. In this anime-styled fantasy role-playing game, the player follows the 108 Stars of Destiny as they struggle against the machinations of a militaristic empire obdurately obsessed with acquiring, at any cost, the 27 true runes that hold dominion over man. The Suikoden series would go on to spawn 4 additional main series titles and several spin-off games including Pachislots and Card Battlers. Suikoden has been a very successful franchise by any modern metric, but Konami backburnered mainline Suikoden titles after the release of Suikoden 5 to pursue other, more popular and profitable game genres. The recognized creator of the Suikoden series, Yoshitaka Moriyama, would leave Konami and go on to found Rabbit and Bear Studios with former Konami co-workers Junko Kawano, Osamu Komuda, and Junichi Murakami in March of 2020. The studio later ran a successful Kickstarter campaign to fund Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes, which was billed as a spiritual successor to Suikoden. That Kickstarter was funded in 3 hours and went on to raise 481,621,841 yen. That's approximately 3.1 million USD in today's exchange rates. And now, 4 years later, and in collaboration with publishers 505 Games, Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes is set to release in just 2 days on April 23rd. Unfortunately, Moriyama-san passed away in February of this year, just 2 months shy of the release of Eiyuden Chronicle. Despite their great sadness at the loss of their mentor and friend, the staff at Rabbit and Bear Studios seek to realize Moriyama-san's dream by bringing Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes to release. Several days ago, 505 Games provided me with a preview copy of Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes, and I'm proud to report it is a joy. Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes takes place in the fantasy realm of Alran, where the Galdian Empire and the League of Nations find themselves at odds over ancient and mysterious artifacts known as rune lenses. In the world of Alran, rune lenses enable the user to manifest their power in various ways, through magic, heightened physical prowess, or even spiritual manifestations. It is precisely because these rune lenses are so powerful that these two factions are willing to go to war for control of them. As tensions between the two nations rise, you step into the role of the naive newcomer, Noah. Noah joins the League of Nations as part of their joint expedition with the Galdian Empire to explore a newly discovered rune lens barrow. The joint mission is seen as a kind of peacekeeping effort between the two factions. Unknowingly, Noah and his intrepid crew's discovery will set into motion a war between the Galdian Empire and the League of Nations. As temporary captain, Noah scours the world looking for new souls to join the League of Nations in its struggle against the Galdian Empire. Although on paper it is a fairly traditional setup for a JRPG story, it is strongly punctuated by hilarious moments and very well-written characters, which is pretty amazing given that there are just so frickin' many. Magical girl Melor, who is totally into love and justice.
Love and justice!
Or the bandit-turned-desperado Yusuke.
Stop resisting, bandit!
For the last time, I'm not a bandit! I'm a desperado!
Are just two examples of very distinct and memorable characters.
Don't make me go over there and break you, you gropey little pasty-faced, pigeon-licking, garbage-breath punks! Go fall off the mother-forsaken map! Yeah?
But it's not just the characters and story that evoke memories of Suikoden. Entering into my first combat encounter, it becomes very obvious that first and foremost, Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes is a game that is made by the creator of of Suikoden. Rabbit and Bear Studios deeply embrace what it means to be a classic turn-based JRPG, and unabashedly so. No weird, new, never tried before system to try to, quote, push the genre forward, unquote. This is a love letter to Suikoden in a slick, modern veneer. And as an RPG lover, this is just what I want. I want modern RPGs to evoke nostalgic memories, but to create new experiences in a modern style. Eiyuden Chronicle does this so well. And speaking of things it does well, let's talk about the combat. The isometric combat includes up to 6 party members in a turn-based style. You queue your party members' actions, and then those actions are played out in order according to the turn order gauge at the top of the screen. Strategizing about which enemy to prioritize taking down first, or which party member to heal before the enemy has a chance to act, is crucial for success. As turns pass, members accrue SP, which can then be consumed to perform abilities with your character's rune lens. And every character's rune lens has a different set of abilities. Some heal, some reduce enemy stats, some buff party members' stats. One of the joys of the game is mixing and matching characters with abilities that suit your playstyle. This is especially important since there are more than 100 recruitable characters, and certain combinations of characters have synergistic combat abilities called, very aptly, hero combos. These hero combo abilities are flashy, dramatic, and just awesome to behold.
You ready, Sin?
I've got this!
Now!
By the rune's power!
Speaking of awesome, jeez, the music. The score, composed by Motoi Sakuraba, Michiko Naruke, and Akira Yamaoka, is fantastic. The fully orchestral soundtrack feels polished and modern, but it sends me back to my younger years. I find myself humming along at almost every opportunity. I especially enjoy the main battle theme, which is energetic without being overbearingly moody. In case you haven't already come to the conclusion that I like this game, let me just say it plainly. I like this game. If you are a lover of turn-based RPGs or a fan of the Suikoden series, I simply can't recommend Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes highly enough. The traditional approach with sleek and modern presentation is exactly what the RPG purist in me has been craving for some time now. I've had such a great time previewing the game, and because I've played a lot less of the game than I'd like to simply because of time constraints, I'm just gonna go play Eiyuden Chronicle right now. Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes releases on April 23rd on PC and PlayStation 5, and May 21st for Nintendo Switch.